or send me super chat over at the Rumble live chat when the show is live, or subscribe to my channel. Support me that way. Any support would be greatly appreciated and could really use it, which you're all too familiar with. Right, so weather today is, oh, literally the sun just broke through. That's nice. It's kind of mixed. It's been a bit clouded like that, and but I mean it's like sparse clouding. It's not very thick, and there's some blue sky between that. Don't see any signs of trails behind them. Oh wait, never mind. I see a trail right there being sprayed. There's trails. Right. But yeah, there's some sun coming through that. And I'm really noticing now that the colors of the leaves have changed. Like, they kind of were green up until a week ago, I think, and now I'm just noticing like they've gradually lost their green, and there's a lot of yellow and slight brown shades appearing. So yeah, it's kind of just, I just noticed it basically, because the last time I was looking and thinking about it, I was like surprised, like wow, it's still green and it's in the middle of October. But yeah, now I'm noticing, hold on, no, the autumn colors are definitely arrived, and I mean, was noticing yesterday also, like, whoa, there's a lot of leaves on the streets. So yeah, kind of late, but autumn has now definitely arrived, like in nature as well, in the plant world. Right. But yeah, it's nice to kind of have a bit of sun. Still not a lot of wind. It's not been very stormy. I mean, I bet if there's going to be any kind of storm, that a lot of leaves will just go very quickly now. They would all fall. Right. Anyway, it is Sunday, the 19th of October, 2025. Temperature is 13 degrees Celsius with 68% humidity, 11 kilometers an hour wind, 10% precipitation. Yeah, 13 degrees. It is feeling cold. Oh, what is this? Oh, according to the predictions, it's going to be 10 degrees next week, so it is going to get colder. I mean, it took a long time. It's been a very mild first part of autumn. But it wasn't. Yeah, it's not been cold, but now it is truly getting there. And I mean, we're not that far off from winter, so. Alright. Anyway, hope everybody's having a nice Sunday. Nice and peaceful. Although I don't know if anybody is. Just going over to Earth Awakenings, and we're still at it. And yeah, yesterday was hanging around a lot on Earth Awakenings, and basically got acquainted with this guy called Gregory. He was like a pretty solid biblical guy. and he's like very sharp with that. So yeah, I had a conversation with him and basically use him as a confessional, sort of. Well, not literally. It's not like, oh, I have secrets, but just like laying down that I have some issues with life, and also spiritually, the complicated stuff. To see if like how he would respond to that, but he seemed to be very receptive, and yeah, I kind of like him. He has like very good positions. Also, flat earther. He's been arguing with Ruhif about the freaking horizon, like this morning. It's just, and I mean, Ruhif's just, yeah, Ruhif is just Ruhif. It's doing exactly the same crazy shit as it was in the time when he was part of FED. Hold on. I forget this is on screen. Right, anyhow. I don't really want to get into Ruhif. It's the same stuff. I mean, it just makes me, again, like, oh. In a way, I'm so glad I don't really do that anymore. It's like you can have like the most detailed analysis and it will all just fall to deaf ears. Because they don't really want to know, and that's why they do what they do. Right. But yeah, Gregory, has he been up all night? No, he wasn't. He got up pretty early, I guess. So he's an early guy. Maybe I could even have him on the early bird show sometime. That would be kind of interesting. But I basically invited him to like, would you like to do a night owl show or something? Like talk about it at some point. Because I thought might be interesting to do that. Also to get into biblical things. But I mean, he's kind of difficult with that. Right, so anyway. I'm not doing like a night owl show anytime soon. So I think maybe next weekend or something. And then, yeah. Just see what happens, what we're gonna talk about. But I mean, yeah. It was complicated. Like, he was not very acquainted with... No, he was, by the way. He did know, like, about Tartaria. About those things. But, yeah. Basically, my viewing point on how the Bible is a rewrite. And that the timeline doesn't really... It's not really correct. And yeah, he was not acquainted with any of that. Which was kind of surprising to me. I thought like, he probably bumped into that too, but he hadn't. And yeah, he wanted me to dig up detail, but for me, most of that stuff is like, it's over a decade ago. So I don't have any sources saved or anything about that. Just could explain some minor details about it because it's so freaking long ago, and I kind of just accepted it as a background thing for myself. But I mean, yeah, you want me to prove it? Yeah, that's very... I'm basically not going to be all that capable of doing that without just like thoroughly digging into it and hopefully finding the type of sources where I got that information from back, right? And I don't know if I would even at this point, right? Anyhow, it was some interesting activity, at least yesterday. And Owen Benjamin had a surprise live stream, which was like awesome. It was a great, very enjoyable stream. Very funny too, but also just very introspective. So maybe it's in the air because I've been getting so very introspective. And I mean, more pain with more pain, though. I mean, Owen Benjamin, he's just not. He doesn't have that like that, or if he does, he's just. It's not really a big problem to him. He's just dealing with it a lot better than I am. Right, but I mean, it feels very hard for me even to really compare myself to him in that sense. Other than same kind of interest and directions and similar thoughts, a lot of ideas Owen brings forth like really resonate with me, and some of those ideas I've had before he had it. So because I was just like concerning flat earth related things and have already taken it way further. Right. Anyhow, interesting show. I could literally rewatch that show again. Right. Anyhow, I'm doing okay. Managed to tap into some sources, and now, yeah, I will have food. I actually decided to like use it all to actually make a decent, proper type of meal that like will last. Like I'm basically gonna make chili sin carne. It's been a long time since I had that, and I could really use that, especially with like the peppers and all that. I think that'll do me a lot of good. Like hopefully like restore some of like the weird headache issues that I've been having. Cause I need to do that again. I just need to make those elaborate meals again. Cause they might be a little bit of an investment in a way, but they provide an extra depth with nourishment, and I just can't hold it off for too long. It's like wearing on me. I just need to eat properly, basically. That's what's come down to. So yeah, looking forward to doing that. I'm gonna make that this afternoon, and I'm confident I'll be able to make it through this tough week now. So right. Anyway, also thanks to all who have supported me in this month. You've been an incredible help. I really appreciate it. Thank you for sticking with me. Right. Alright, what's weird, by the way? Quantum of Conscious video. I was looking on his channel yesterday. There was no stream. And then today, now suddenly, the stream is there, but posted 21 hours ago? It's like, what? But it wasn't there. Why is it only now becoming visible? It's so strange. Because it says, like, now 22 hours ago. But I mean, I checked it last like 12 hours ago, and there wasn't any. I was like, whoa, what's going on? Is he alright? No stream? But now it suddenly was there. Like, what's going on? It's so weird. Really, that's really strange to me. It's strange, man. Strange things happening. It's probably just a weird YouTube issue. If I've caught it having weird issues like that many times before, especially when I still had my YouTube channel. There's weird things like that all the time. Right, so I shouldn't look into it too much. But yeah. Ah. Right. Anyway. Hope everybody out there is doing okay. Let's take a look around. Oh. Yeah, remember the whole Israel thing? Oh, peace in the Middle East? Well, I said it would last a week at best, and it looks like it's there. It's already over. Israel reported to have launched an attack on Gaza on Sunday morning. Throwing President Trump's peace plan into doubt. Oh, really? Because nobody had any doubt about that before this? Really? Yeah, so yeah, that I mean, this seems really obvious to me. And I mean, I call it. So yeah, who called it? Not that I'm happy about it. I wish there was freaking peace there, okay? I'm not happy about it, but I mean, it just seemed like nonsense theater to me when that was rolling out. And like everybody like, yes, we're making it. You can't just fake it till you make it with this sort of shit. Like, the issues that led up to it, the real issues, not just like the official claimed issues, the justifications, but the real issues that are underneath it all, like, they have not even been addressed. So how the hell is this now suddenly just making some kind of deal? How is that gonna then stop that shit and actually make peace? It won't, because the underlying issues that drove that entire situation haven't even been like really addressed, right? So yeah, there you go, just back to the same. There's some other weird shit too. What was it now? Right. Oh, he's going against global carbon tax. Trump is supposedly. Well, that would be great. Sure, keep it up. Yeah, it was so weird. Like, Trump pardoned a guy that, I don't know, I don't get it. It's weird. like Trump makes some strange moves here and there. Very strange. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into it. I'm sure you all tune in on Sunday morning just to hear me talk about geopolitics. I doubt it. Alright, but yeah, I mean, Israel attacking again, it's just a news flash basically. So, but yeah, I did call it. Like, there's no point thinking that this is gonna solve anything. It's gonna be over very quickly, and it is pretty much on cue. God. Politicians. Hey, what the? Huh. Okay. Cases. Like like, do they really? They're so fanatical about it. They're as fanatical about that nonsense as globers are about the Earth being a globe. It's so crazy, man. And they really, like, they really have that position. It's so insane. And it is like a doom call too. It doesn't make any sense. And then of course, plenty of people like on the opposition and Forum for Democracy, they already know, like, yeah, well, let's just presuppose that climate change, man-made climate change, is a real thing, and that you could do something about it. Well, the Netherlands pretty much is like, and maybe some other countries in Europe are like the only ones that are actually trying to do something about it. And it won't make a difference because much bigger countries with much bigger industries, they like don't do anything about it, like China. And not saying that they should or anything. And it's like that's like a 1,000 to 1 or more. So like we like, oh, we do a little bit of thingy, taking it away, depriving ourselves to prevent it, and then a couple of 1,000 miles away, they're doing like 1,000 times that and not giving a shit. Like, so how the hell are we even supposed? If you're going to presuppose it's real, how could we even be capable of changing anything by depriving ourselves this much? It doesn't make any sense. It's like there's no, within the theory, it doesn't work. Like, even if it was real, the supposed solution that's being done wouldn't work logically, statistically. Just adding the numbers, like, well, it's not gonna fix it even if it was a real problem. So why would we like keep depriving ourselves with the carbon taxes and all that when it's literally not even going to make a difference in the supposed bigger mission to prevent it, right? It's not gonna matter. So it's like there's no point. There's no point in then just keep depriving us like that. For what? For something that literally won't matter. Like provably, logically, calculably, will not matter. So there's just no point. Right? I mean, you want to really prevent it based on the presupposition that it's real? Well, why did you go to China and then make them do it? Because you're not going to succeed. But that, in theory, would make a difference. In theory, if it's even real, and it isn't. But doing it here is like doesn't make any damn sense. Yeah. That's a very long-winded way to... Huh. Okay, weird. The word incalculably is supposedly a word, but calculably is not a word. That makes no sense. Or maybe the spell check is just incompetent. Whatever. I'm gonna go with my intuition and just say it like that. Right, so yeah, there you go. Climate change. Right, and hey, I'm all about the environment, man. I grew up being like that. I love nature so much. I'm a tree hugger. No, well, yeah, a little bit. But I mean, I love nature. I love green. I'm super against all poison. I'm against pesticide use and all that. Super pro organic. So I'm like all about that stuff. I'm all about cleaning up the environment. But the climate change system isn't. It's not about that. It's not actually clean, like provably cleaning things up. It just isn't. Right? Now, having having restrictions on pesticide use and all that, that is making a difference. Like that is provably making a difference in like the ecosystem health and all that like the bugs and the plants and everything just have less less burden on them, so it all thrives better. And yeah, when insects thrive better, then so will the plants and so will the crops and everything. It's just more life, more complete, more healthy, and like that is making a difference. Yeah, but not having any carbon output like on nature just does not really make a difference as much. In fact, a little bit of CO2 extra from industry, well, it typically stimulates nature because plants use that, right? But I mean, of course, with like most combustion things, where they lay emphasis on the carbon dioxide, supposedly, there's other substances too, like other toxins that also get injected and that do have, I guess, a toxic influence, like with cars and all that, fuel cars. And I mean, I have nothing against them, but there is like slight toxins that do come out with it, that do pollute the air, that do kind of like get in the ground. And like if you have more battery driven cars, then those toxins will be decreased. But that's not because of because there's less CO2. It's because of the rest of the toxins that are taken out of the loop by transitioning to electric vehicles, which, by the way, has its own problems, and it's not durable. It ends up actually costing more energy, etc. But yeah, locally, there's less fumes and all that do actually pollute slightly. I mean, it's much cleaner now than, like said, let's say the 80s, when like in cities, the cars, everybody, and there would be smog and shit. Like, yeah, that's real toxic crap. That's unhealthy, not good for nature, not good for people. But I mean, that's been kind of cleaned up since then. But it's not perfect, it's not 100% clean, but it's a lot better. Right, anyway. My issue is climate change policy. It's choking industry, and it's like just a giant tax burden on anybody that wants to produce. And production is what we need to thrive and to be self-sufficient, etc., and all these things, to actually have an economy. So it's a direct burden on the economy, and it's extremely stifling. It needs to end, because it's choking us. And it will lead to further collapse that will eventually reach the food system, and then when that collapses, that's when the real shit hits the fan. Right, and we don't want to allow it to slide to that. In general, I'd say anybody that's still left with some kind of sensibility that wants change for the better, like, yeah, you don't want this thing to collapse into total malarkey, total societal unrest, and daily riots and shit. Like, that's not where we want to go, right? Or do you insist, like, no, we have to all just destroy everything? We have to destroy humanity. Collapse. Everybody must die. If you're for that, then yeah, definitely keep going. Which is what a lot of people suspect that these politicians that hold on to climate change policy actually want. Underneath it all, they see humanity as a plague on Mother Earth and have nothing against the idea of Mother Earth even. even though it's like, oh, not really Christian. I don't care. I like Mother Earth. Yeah, it's not the creator. I don't worship or sacrifice or anything, but like I like Mother Earth. I like Mother Earth healthy. It's like part of the family to me. That's rather how I see it. And Mother Earth does not need us to all die. It doesn't make any freaking sense. It's insane, it's cultish, it's a doom cult. And people that have that kind of worldview should not be in control of a government in any form. Because they will only sabotage everything and rig it to lead to the destruction of everything. And it's on purpose. They could say, oh, by accident, they're just foolish. No, they're not just foolish. They're religiously hellbound to use their tricks and policies and schemes to destroy humanity and existentially life itself. And it's not by accident. You don't accidentally, systemically eradicate everything. Yeah, that's not how that works. And I know there's plenty of people that know. They do know. They're not going to be gaslit by "wir haben es nicht gewusst," right? Because that's basically their response. Oh, it was by accident. Wir haben es nicht gewusst. We didn't know. Oh, it's by accident. No, it isn't. It's not by accident. It's systemic. They know. Yeah, when you get pointed out how it's wrong, how it's not logical, how it will lead to destruction, and you just ignore it and keep going, then it's on purpose. Willful ignorance is on purpose. Because, you know, the will is behind it. Keeping yourself willfully ignorant is on purpose. To allow yourself not to allow yourself to be informed or corrected means on purpose. You've taken actions to prevent being informed. That's on purpose. All right. Anyway. Climate change. Oh. Right, and again, are all those out there that are like, yeah, dude, I am a freaking environmentalist. I was a hippie, dude. Like, I tried to revive the hippie shit with colors and everything. And like, oh, I mean, I've corrected myself a lot. I was fooled with it, like with the movement and the habits and the... I've changed my positions about a lot of things. I'm more Christian and conservative oriented, but I mean, I will always have that love for the environment. I will always feel a need to protect it against insanity. And even like to not let any industry just like greedily like destroy a thing, a place just to make a quick buck, when it's not, like when it doesn't really yield on the long run. You shouldn't sacrifice nature like that unless it's like like you have no other choice and it will like basically grow back in a way. Right? Durability is just balance with nature. This is just common sense. But yeah, these climate change environmentalist types that are in control, they do not have common sense, and they just seem to be looking for excuses to just destroy everything and make money out of it that they can pocket, and everybody else gets the bill. Right. Anyway, hope everybody appreciates the show. Don't forget to Rogan's it up if you're liking or agreeing or whatever. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the title the way it is. It's good. Yeah. Let's see. No, I guess that's it. Alright, we'll see if there's gonna be some interaction. I'm just gonna have a smoke and... Oh, if nobody shows up, I'll just round out the show. No worries. No hard feelings. It was a decent little show. I was able to eloquently make the point, and so yeah, that's fine. I'm satisfied with that. Hope everybody out there is having a good day. God bless you. May Christ walk with you. Oops. Yeah. All right. I guess that's it. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you liked this show. If you did, then please don't forget to Rogan's it up. And if you haven't already, follow me here on Rumble and be here when I'm going live, which is normally 2 p.m. Amsterdam time every day. And please also do support me through the PayPal, Patreon, Gifts and Go. Links are in the description box below, or send me super chat over at the Rumble live chat when the show is live, or subscribe to my channel and support me that way. Any support would be greatly appreciated. Could always use it. Right, I'll be back tomorrow with Flat Earth Early Bird number 2435 on a Monday. Hope to see you all then. Everybody have a great rest of this Sunday. God bless you. May Christ walk with you.